Have you ever had an itch that made you pause and wonder, what is my body trying to tell me? As we age, our bodies don't always communicate with clear signals like pain or exhaustion. Instead, they whisper through subtle cues, a strange ache, unexpected fatigue, or even a persistent itch. While most people dismiss an itch as nothing more than dry skin, allergies, or irritation from fabric, what if I told you that certain types of chronic itchiness, especially in older adults, could be early warnings of deeper health concerns? Imagine a man in his late 70s sitting in his recliner after dinner. As he watches the evening news, he absent-mindedly scratches his lower legs. At first, he doesn't think much of it. Maybe his skin is just dry. But over time, the itch becomes more frequent, especially at night or after sitting for too long. He tries moisturizing, changing his socks, even switching laundry detergents, but nothing works. What he doesn't realize is that this seemingly harmless itch is actually a red flag, a sign that his circulation may be deteriorating, putting him at risk for heart disease or stroke. This is not just a random theory. Doctors and researchers have identified 4 specific areas on the body where persistent itchiness in older adults may be a sign of something serious. These aren't myths or old wives' tales. They're based on real medical observations. Each itchy area reveals something unique about your circulation, nerve health, organ function, or even nutritional status. By the time we reach the end of this video, you'll have a deeper understanding of what your body might be trying to tell you. You'll know how to recognize these warning signs and what steps to take to protect your health. So don't ignore that itch. It might just be the clue that helps you live a longer, healthier life. Stay with me until the end, because this could be one of the most important things you learn today. Now, let's dive in. A constant itch on the lower legs is one of the most commonly overlooked symptoms of poor circulation, particularly a condition called peripheral artery disease, PAD. This occurs when blood flow to the lower limbs becomes restricted, causing the skin to dry out, feel irritated, and become more sensitive. Let's compare 2 men, Harold and Dennis, both in their early 80s. Harold starts every morning with a short walk around the neighborhood. He checks his feet and legs regularly and hasn't noticed anything unusual. Dennis, on the other hand, has been feeling more sluggish lately. He sits for long periods and has started noticing a persistent itch on his lower legs, especially at night. He assumes it's just dry skin, so he applies lotion, but it doesn't help. What Dennis doesn't know is that this itch could be his body signaling that his blood isn't circulating efficiently. Without proper blood flow, tissues don't get enough oxygen, leading to dryness, irritation, and even weakness in the muscles. This isn't just an inconvenience. It's a major red flag for heart disease and stroke. The good news? This can be managed and even reversed if caught early. Regular movement, short walks, gentle leg exercises, and even elevating your feet while sitting can help improve circulation. Staying hydrated, wearing compression socks, and reducing salt intake can also make a difference. If you've been noticing a persistent itch in your lower legs without any rash or allergy, don't ignore it. Your body may be trying to warn you before a bigger problem arises. Another commonly ignored itchy area is the upper or mid-back. It might seem like a minor nuisance, something you attribute to a scratchy shirt or dry skin. But in many cases, persistent itching in this area is a sign of deeper health issues related to your liver or kidneys. Meet Dorothy and Janice, both 76 years old. Dorothy stays active, drinks plenty of water, and gets regular checkups. Janice, however, has been feeling more fatigued. She's noticed swelling in her ankles and has developed an unexplained itch on her back. mostly at night. She's tried different lotions and even switched laundry detergents, but nothing helps. What she doesn't realize is that this itch might be a sign that her liver and kidneys are struggling to filter toxins from her body. When these organs aren't functioning properly, waste products build up in the bloodstream, irritating the skin, often in areas like the back where there's a high concentration of nerve endings. Unlike a normal itch, this one doesn't respond to moisturizers or environmental changes. It tends to worsen at night and can be an early indicator of serious issues like chronic kidney disease or liver dysfunction. The solution? Staying hydrated, eating a balanced diet rich in whole foods, avoiding excessive alcohol, and limiting processed foods can help relieve the burden on these vital organs. If you're on multiple medications, it's also a good idea to check with your doctor about their potential effects on your liver and kidneys. An itchy scalp or neck is another commonly misinterpreted sign. Many people assume it's just dandruff, an allergic reaction, or a minor irritation. But in some cases, persistent itching in this area is linked to stress, inflammation, and even nervous system disorders. Take Leonard and Ray, both in their late 70s. Leonard enjoys gardening, spending time with friends, and practicing light meditation. He rarely experiences stress-related issues. Ray, however, has had a harder time adjusting to retirement. He feels restless, spends more time indoors, and unknowingly carries a lot of stress. Over the past few months, Ray began scratching his head more frequently, first just in the evenings, then throughout the day. He switched shampoos and even got a new pillowcase, but nothing worked. What Ray didn't know is that his itch was a physical expression of emotional strain. Chronic stress can lead to an overactive nervous system, causing nerve endings to become hypersensitive, especially around the scalp and neck. This type of itching is also linked to neuropathy, a condition where nerve damage leads to tingling, burning, or itching sensations. The solution? Managing stress through activities like walking, deep breathing, socializing, or even journaling. Small lifestyle changes can help regulate the body's stress response and ease nervous system-related itching. Finally, frequent itching on the chest or abdomen can be a sign of nutritional deficiencies or malabsorption. This kind of itch is often dismissed as dry skin, but it could indicate that your body isn't absorbing enough essential vitamins and minerals. Joyce and Elaine, both 81, have different eating habits. Joyce makes sure to include a variety of fruits, vegetables, and proteins in her meals. Elaine, however, has slowly lost interest in food. She often skips meals and reaches for processed snacks instead. Over time, Elaine started experiencing persistent itchiness on her chest and stomach. She assumed it was just sensitive skin, but what she didn't realize was that her body was lacking key nutrients like B12, zinc, and essential fatty acids. These deficiencies don't just affect skin health. They can also weaken the immune system, impact cognitive function, and lead to muscle loss. Improving nutrition doesn't require drastic changes. Adding foods rich in vitamins and minerals, like nuts, eggs, leafy greens, and lean proteins, can help restore balance. If appetite loss is an issue, a high-quality multivitamin may also be beneficial. Now that you know what your body might be telling you through these itching patterns, take a moment to reflect. Have you experienced any of these signs? Your body doesn't shout, it whispers. And those whispers often show up on your skin. The best part? These warning signs aren't a death sentence. They're an invitation to take charge of your health, make small changes, and listen to what your body is trying to say. If this information resonated with you, Let me know in the comments. Share which part stood out to you the most. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an important health update. Thank you for watching. Stay informed, stay proactive, and take care of yourself. See you in the next video.